respect that you have for Jayden Daniels and he has for you. You had a chance to talk a little bit after the game. What did you say to him?
I need that jersey. I need that jersey. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, he's definitely a great player. And he's just his fifth, sixth game in the league, rookie year. And the sky's the limit for him.
I'm sure he wants your jersey too.
We're gonna see, but I'm definitely gonna send it to him.
All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, Tracy.
What's good, Commanders fans? Just want to make a quick video here. Just talking about what Lamar Jackson had to say about our quarterback, Jayden Daniels, and also Roquan Smith, because of some of the things that Roquan said before the game. I didn't take a lot of offense to it, but of course, like I said, with Cam Taylor-Britt, I took that as fuel to the fire. I know we ended up losing, but I just wanted to recognize the progression that Jayden Daniels has made. Each game, he had another good game against a really good team. I know their pass defense isn't good, but they're still a really good pass rushing team with Kyle Van Noy. Kyle Hamilton is good. Roquan Smith is good. Marlon Humphrey's a solid player. Like, they do have really, really good players, and they stop the run. They stop the run. But as you heard Lamar say, basically he wants Jayden Daniels' jersey. He also said that he believes that Jayden Daniels deserves all the hype, and they just came up a little short. But he said also, quote, he played a tremendous game out there. They just came up short. He's been proving it his rookie season. First 6 games, he's been playing amazing. So he said nothing but good things. And then you look at the interview with him and Tracy Wolfson. He was like, I'm going to need that jersey. I'm going to need that jersey. And he was like, he would probably send Jayden Daniels a jersey as well. But, you know, he said he's the truth. He's the real deal. So, and then Roquan Smith said, quote, Washington is in good hands. I think he is the guy. He's the truth. And that's after Roquan before the game on Thursday said that he's never seen a defense like ours. You know, and I was like, really? When you guys are the 31st in pass yards allowed, and you guys just gave up like a bunch of yards to Gardner Minshew and Joe Burrow and a couple of defenses that you guys have played against. You know, Jamar Chase had 2 touchdowns and 193 yards on them. But I thought we did a good job moving the football. The only problem was the defense, clearly. That was just our Achilles heel. We just couldn't get stops. And I think Jayden did everything he could in his power to put us in a position to be competitive and win the game. Like, you know, we could have got a stop, woulda, coulda, shoulda with defense. And not going to blame the refs. I see a lot of people blaming the refs and whatnot, but I'm just not going that route. I think there's some things on our end that we just couldn't get stops. Like, you know, when Dan Quinn decided to punt the football, I didn't talk about this a lot yesterday. The 4th and 6, should he have gone for? We were on Baltimore's 44, I believe, or something like that. We were in their territory. He decided to punt instead of kicking it or going for it on 4th and 6. It would have been a long field goal for Austin Cyborg. He did make the 55-yarder, but he had another kick blocked before the half. But my point is, should he have gone for it? That's something we're going to be thinking about. We're not going to be thinking about it for years because it's not like it was a playoff game or such a huge game, make or break to make the playoffs or to make or break our season, because we're still 4-2. We got the Panthers next week. We have 3 winnable games in a row coming up. Really 4, if I'm not. I think we play the Eagles too, which they're looking like food a little bit too. But I don't want to get too carried away. But you know, when you do have a quarterback like Jayden Daniels, who is 100% on 4th downs, you look at the 4th and 6th touchdown that he threw to Terry basically on the goal line. When you have a quarterback like that, do you decide should he have just gone for it instead of trying to pin them on their 1-yard line, which Tress Wade did a great job of doing, pin them on their 3-yard line. And our defense just couldn't hold up. They actually on their 6-yard line, it was a 94-yard drive. It was ridiculous. I mean, I was there and I saw it. Like, Derrick Henry had like a 15-yard run from the 6-yard line to get a first down. I was like, come on, y'all. Y'all serious? We know they're going to run the ball. And they ran the ball with Derrick Henry consistently to the left side every time. Every big run, I feel like, was to the left side. To the right side, they really couldn't run the ball well, but they just knew the left side. I think that's, who's their starting left tackle? Is it, I forgot the guy's name, and I'm blanking on his name right now. But I know, yeah, I'm blanking on their offensive lineman's name. But I know they got a couple of young guys on the right side, but the left side is their strong point. And they just kept doing the same, the toss, the pitch, the handoff to Derrick Henry every time. So it was disappointing with our defense. But Jayden Daniels, he looked the part. I mean, even he took some big hits, man. Took a big hit on the goal line. Took a big hit that they didn't call on Kyle Hamilton. That was a big hit. I thought they could have called roughing the passer. We know if it was any other quarterback in the league or a lot of other quarterbacks, they probably would have called it, or they would have called that on us. But like I said, I'm not going to blame it on the refs. But Jayden stepped up to the big stage, even though it was a 1 o'clock game, should have been 40-25 or 8, but he stepped up on the big stage, put us in the position to be competitive and win to tie the game. We were down 27-13, goes down, scores a touchdown, 27-20. Then we have another drive where we get in field goal range where we kind of could have went for it again on 4th and 3 or 4th and 5. To go get a touchdown instead of taking the field goal, but I thought it was smart to kick the field goal. got us down to their territory where he had a couple nice runs to get us into a closer field goal where we scored and it was 23-30, where if we had just a solid defense, not a great elite defense, but just a solid defense to at least get us one stop. I know some of the pass interferences were a little egregious, but once again, I'm not going to blame the refs. But Jayden did his part. A couple nice passes to Zach Ertz before the half ended with the where Seibert missed the field goal. He had a couple nice passes to Noah Brown on the sideline. Olamide Zaccheaus was able to get out of bounds. Just smart heads up plays. And even Chase Daniel, the former NFL quarterback, he tweeted out, he was like, man, Jayden Daniels purposely dirted a football at the feet of Austin Eckler at the end of the half because he knew it would keep the clock running. He knew it would not. He knew it would keep the clock running, and it wasn't worth the 1 yard gain. They needed to keep a timeout. This is next level quarterback play we are seeing. His processing is off the charts. So once again, just giving praise to Jayden Daniels, and he was the highest graded commander per PFF, 78.6. Him and Terry Malone. Terry Malone had a 78.6 PFF grade as well. That dynamic duo is going to be really good for years to come. You can see it, guys. I mean, I'm excited. I think Terry's going to get even better with great quarterback play from Jayden Daniels. And I think before it's all said and done, Terry's going to have a 150-yard game this season or a 170-yard game through the year from Jayden Daniels, and I'm excited to see that as well. But he had a nice two touch. Like he's already Terry's on pace to pass his touchdowns from last year. I think he already has just as many touchdowns as last year this year already. So, but Jayden, he lived up to the hype. I think he lived up to the build. And Lamar said it. Roquan said it. Two guys that have been in the league for years and years and years. A two-time MVP. So those compliments definitely go a long way. They go a long way. So, but other plays that stood out to me, I didn't really talk about. But yeah, he took that big hit from Kyle Hamilton. I didn't talk about that yesterday in my video. They could have threw a flag on that. The nice pass to Zach Ertz, I did talk about that. Olamide Zaccheaus dropped a pass that hurt us in the first half. That could have been a game-changing play. I'm not going to blame Zaccheaus on one play, but if he would have caught the football instead of just trying to turn up the field first, I think that might have changed the game where I think we would have scored on that drive if Olamide would have caught that football. We did get fortunate the Ravens didn't go for it on that 4th and 2 where they were in our territory and they decided to kick a field goal. I was surprised they didn't go for it because they were getting everything they wanted to get, honestly. Tressway only punted 3 times. That shows how good our offense has been. For sure, he only punted 3 times where we've seen him go out there and punt 6-7 times before. And we just didn't have a run game. We didn't have a run game. B-Rob wasn't out there. Not enough rushes with Jeremy McNichols. I don't know if B-Rob would have changed the game drastically, but he would have helped. I think he would have helped on the goal line too. And instead of having a design run where Jayden got blown up by Van Noy and other guys, you would have rather just ran the ball with B-Rob and B-Rob would have punched it in, you know. So that's why I thought B-Rob was going to play at least just for some goal line situations, but you don't want to risk him getting injured and whatnot out there. But Eckler, you know, he's a great back, but he's just not the in-between the tackles consistent guy. He can do it, but B-Rob is clearly better suited for that. But yeah, those are my other notes that I have for Jayden Daniels. I probably am going live tonight to talk more and just, you know, kind of digest and, you know, move on to next week against the Panthers and just get you guys take on and just interact with you guys like I like to do on Monday, whether it's a Victory Monday or Tell the Truth Monday. It doesn't matter what it is. Every Monday is Tell the Truth Monday. But, and I'm definitely not going to call it Misery Monday because we lost to a good team who is a Super Bowl caliber team, whether they make it or not. Because, you know, the Ravens, we've seen how they've done in the past. They've lost in the second round before. They've lost the AFC Championship. With Lamar, he's never gotten to a Super Bowl. But they certainly could do it. Their defense is bad. No, they're not bad. Their defense is not what they used to be with Mike McDonald. I'll just say that. But they definitely could do it with Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's a dog. We just couldn't stop him. We could have at least got a couple stops on Derrick. Like I said, keep him under 70 yards. When he got to that 125 mark or 120 mark with 2 touchdowns, it's like, yeah, it's just going to be hard for us to win this game. And Zay Flowers, we just don't have a corner to stick with Zay Flowers. We just don't have the personnel out there for that. We don't have anybody with the foot speed and just the talent at the cornerback position. But Jayden hung in there, and he had to do it a lot with his arm. You know, he tried to use his legs, but they were sitting on it. They were ready for it. I got to commend the Ravens defense for that. But you got to commend Jayden for, you know, as well with that beautiful pass to Terry in the first half of the touchdown, and then another nice 4th and 6 where he only threw it to where he could get it. And Terry said in an interview too, he was like, you know, Jayden had to read my body language, whether it was going to be an out or a slant, and he read the body language of Terry, and he just read it. And I think he looked at Zaccheaus first and threw it to Terry in the corner. And Terry made a heck of a catch to stay in bounds and land with the football and corral it as well. So just great quarterback play, great receiver play. Zach Ertz played well, in my opinion. I thought Noah Brown did a good job out there as well. Luke I thought he played with some good effort out there too. Diami had a nice screen catch. But yeah, once again, like I said, real recognizes real. And it's not a rivalry, but hopefully it's something that we see for years to come. Every 4 years, hopefully we get to see Jayden and Lamar, or Jayden play against Lamar and battle each other again. So like I said, Lamar said that Jayden, he believes that he deserves all the hype. They just came up short, and he's been proving it his rookie season. First 6 games, he's been playing amazing. And like I said, not everybody wants somebody else's jersey. So that's big. That's big from Lamar Jackson for sure. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, and that flea flicker too. I didn't even know it was a flea flicker that Cliff called. I didn't see it was a flea flicker until I got home on seeing some of the highlights and stuff. Because in the game, I just thought it was a quick screen pass to Eckler, you know. But that was a good call by Cliff. That was probably one of the few good calls by Cliff. But other than that, he didn't, you know, I thought he came out a little timid and not aggressive in this game from the jump. There was a lot of quick throws and side passes where I thought we could have attacked the middle of the field more like we did in the second half. So that was my only ding on Cliff. But all right, you guys, as always, Hail the Commanders. Peace.